Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So as many of you guys know, I've been working by myself for a pretty good while now, and obviously I encounter situations like this where I do have to move furniture for the customer. And in this video I just want to show you guys how I handle big bulky pieces of furniture such as dressers and stuff like that. So here we go. And this is it right here. These are the 4-foot furniture slides, and they have a big advantage, not only because they're in length a lot longer than the smaller easy slides that you would put under just a single leg or something like that. These actually have the straps on each individual slide here. You can adjust them. They do have the adjustable strap here for taller or shorter people or whatever, just to make it more comfortable for you. The advantage of having it on the bottom like that, the straps, and being able to pull from the bottom, is tremendous. Okay, if you have let's just say I'm the piece of furniture and I step right here on the slide and somebody tries to push me just like they was going to push a dresser or something like that, I'm going to be leaning forward like that, and I'm going to be a little bit wobbly because all of the weight and all of the tension is down on the ground. Okay, rather if somebody would grab that strap right there and pull me, I could just stand here as they drug me and I wouldn't be getting pushed over or anything like that. So these are a tremendous help, having the straps on and you're actually doing the pulling from the bottom of the piece of furniture versus pushing at the top, which it's most cases it's okay like that. However, if you're working on a big tall dresser or something like that, or even one like this, a lot of times where the weight is low to the ground or whatever, these are going to be just fine as far as getting it, pulling it, pushing it and stuff like that. It's not going to cause an issue like that. However, you do come across really nice antique furniture that has the long skinny legs and stuff like that, where if you tried to push on a piece of furniture with a long skinny leg, there's a good chance that that piece of furniture is going to go like that. It's going to wiggle on the legs because it's putting pressure up here where the leg would join. So if the leg joins here and you push at the top, it's going to put pressure and cause that leg to bow in or out. However, because this strap is on the bottom and you are pulling from the bottom, there's absolutely no tension on the little fragile legs whatsoever. I have actually moved a baby grand piano with these long slides by myself just because I was able to pull it from the bottom. And everybody knows that a baby grand piano has 3 legs on it. There's a lot of weight up high on that, and they're on long skinny legs. So if you was to try to push that, there's a really good chance that those legs would just fold over underneath of that and break them off. So because I was able to stick these slides underneath and actually pull down low on that, on the floor itself, or on the straps that was on the floor, all of the weight and everything just slid perfectly without putting any strain, any resistance on the legs whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and move this long dresser out, even though this 4-foot sled is not long enough to reach the length of this dresser, because this is a fairly long dresser. I guess it's about 5 feet. So I'm going to put my long ones up front where I'm going to be pulling from, and then I'll place 2 of the smaller ones under the back legs, and I will still be able to pull from the bottom. These things are awesome. I've even moved big king size mattresses by myself. I just put one like that and go to the back side and turn it around to where the strap is the pull string is that way, and have the mattress balanced on these, and I'll balance it with one hand and pull from the bottom with this hand, and not a problem whatsoever. Anyway, let's go ahead and place these. So a lot of cases, if you're dealing with wide furniture, you want to just barely get them underneath the front. However, this is pretty narrow. I got a nice wide opening doorway, so I'm just going to put it, I'm going to leave it about 6 inches or so sticking out the front of the dresser here, on the front and the back. As you can see, I just lean it over, slide these under with my feet. This one right here, since it is a shorter one, I do want to try to get this leg about centered. So we got this much of the leg, so I want to go about right there. That way all of this leg is on the little cushion piece here, and that's not going to allow it to slide out whenever I start pulling on it. Okay, these things come with the cushions on them like that, so therefore whenever you do put weight on them, it kind of sinks into the cushion a little bit, and that gives a good bite on it, so it don't try to slide off of it when you start pulling on it. Okay, I'll do the same thing back here. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. First thing I got to do, I got to get it turned around though. Oops, I need to scoot this one under a little bit. Okay, so I need to get it turned around in the direction of the doorway. So before I even start pulling on my long slides right there, I'm going to go ahead and spin this end around. Look at that. That is a piece of cake. By the way, this thing is not emptied, okay? This thing is plumb full of just all the common things that I would have in it on a daily basis. I didn't empty any weight to lighten it up whatsoever, okay? Only thing I did was take the mirror off just so it wasn't wobbling back and forth. But anyway, I'm going to grab my straps right here. Look at that. Perfect. No resistance at all. Okay, now I'm going to work on this big tall dresser here. With these slides and my forearm forklifts, the forearm forklifts, you definitely have to have two people. But with these furniture slides right here, and with those forearm forklifts, you don't need anything else. You can move refrigerators, pianos, anything I've ever come across on the job with just those two products there. So while moving this, I'm going to grab it, spin it away from the wall, and this is even better because it's not really wide, so I will be able to get the front and the back, the whole width of the dresser on just one long slide, which is going to make it go even better than it did a while ago. So again, I'm going to go about centered right there, and I will do the same thing here in the back. One of my wife's essential oil bottles fell back there. Okay, again, I'm just going to lean it forward and slide it under with my feet. And after I drag this in the next room, it is just as easy to get these slides out. You just lean it just like that, pull it out with your foot, okay? So it's just as easy to get them out as it is to get them in. So these things are very, very helpful if you work by yourself or if you just want to rearrange furniture around your own house. These things are definitely well worth the money. I can't remember how much I paid for them. I will leave a link for these down in the description so that you can purchase them if you want. Anyway, here we go with this. Just super easy. Big pieces of furniture all by yourself. These things are great. Okay, so even these little nightstands, a person can most definitely pick these up from the back like that right there and walk in the other room with it. But the question I have is why? Okay? Why do that? This is so much easier, and you're not going to have to worry about anytime you got weight in your hands like that and you're walking through the doorway or anything like that. You always got to be extremely careful not to bang the doorways, and when you're doing that, you're kind of lean back like this carrying it, and that forces you to waddle like that when you're carrying something, unless you just hold it out away from your body like that, which is pretty strenuous. Okay, I've done it all, so I know how strenuous it is that way. Or if you got it lean on your body, like I said, you kind of got to waddle, step sideways and walk through the door like this to make sure you don't bang the front of the furniture up or bang the door jambs. Right here. Little nightstand, sure, you can pick it up, but why? Looky here. Total control over it, turning it so easily to make it right through the doorway. It just don't get any easier than this, moving furniture. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and be done with that. You see how easy these things are, how easy to use them. These are absolutely fantastic. If you, like I said, just want to move furniture around your house, or if you do it for a living, you know, you run into this kind of stuff all the time on the job where you got to move furniture. Even if your guy's off in the other room doing something, you can clear out a room of carpet by yourself. If he's in the other room making seams, stretching, or whatever else he's doing, you can clear the next room out and have it going for him whenever he gets ready for that room, because you don't need two people to move furniture because you have these 4-foot slides, okay? Again, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can purchase these. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, FBSB is out.